Yo, it's your boy Smoke back with another video. In today's video, we're going over 5 NFL hot takes for the 2025 NFL season. Now, before we go in and get into everything, I just want to say these are not guarantees of happening. A hot take is something that you can kind of see happening, but it's not really probably going to happen. But you wouldn't be entirely shocked if it did happen. That's what I consider a hot take, at least. I know everybody has different definitions, but yeah, anyway, that's what I would kind of consider a hot take, something that you could see happening, but it probably won't. Before we go ahead and get into the hot takes, make sure you guys go and leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy NFL and Madden 25, Madden 26 content. All right, going to the first hot take, I'm going to say the Minnesota Vikings will miss playoffs, and I don't think it will be by a lot. I think they'll miss playoffs by only 1 or 2 games. Just the NFC North is so stacked, and I'm going to buy into the Chicago Bears hype. They had an amazing offseason, and Caleb Williams should only get better. Keyword is should. I don't know if he'll actually translate. I've been seeing a lot of the news and in the media. Ben Johnson's been getting very mad at him in training camp. But the Chicago Bears had a very impressive offseason, adding Ben Johnson, obviously one of the best offensive coordinators from the Detroit Lions, having Colston Lovely drafted in the first round, then Luther Burden in the second. And then obviously they completely reshaped their offensive line with having a legend at guard, Joe Thunley, and then they're having Jonah Jackson, Andrew Dolman at center. Very, very good offseason for the Chicago Bears. So if Caleb Williams doesn't take a step up and win more games and throw for 4,000 yards, that's going to be a little bit alarming for Bears fans. Now everyone does develop at their own rates, so maybe he'll need another year, but I mean, you're adding all that talent. It's going to be hard to justify if you don't do better. And then I think the Lions are still going to be good, even though they did lose some pieces all in the offseason, like Frank Ragnow, Ben Johnson, and Aaron Glenn, their offensive and defensive coordinator. But I still think the Lions are going to be good. So I just think the division's simply going to be too tough. And obviously the Packers are still a pretty solid team. They have Josh Jacobs, Jordan Love. They're a pretty good team. J.J. McCarthy, he's coming off a leg injury. Now, I do think, like, with the coaching in Minnesota, it's going to be pretty solid. So I think J.J. McCarthy will do fine. He's coming off a leg injury. This will be his true rookie year. He only has one preseason game under his belt. It wouldn't shock me at all if the Minnesota Vikings missed the playoffs. And I know a lot of people might agree, but a lot of people are going to think that's pretty crazy considering they were 14-3, I believe, last year, or 13-4, one of the two. So, pretty impressive. As a second hot take, I got the Commanders will finish top 10 in offense and top 10 in defense. Now, a lot of people don't think the offense one is a hot take, but that's why I added the defense one in there. I really do think the Commanders will finish top 10 in defense. And mainly it's just because they have too much potential star power. Marshawn Lattimore is going to be having a full year as a Washington Commander, and I'm a big Marshawn Lattimore fan. I am also very high on Trey Amos, the rookie they got in the third round. Now, a third-round rookie quarterback, it's crazy to say that's going to make him become a top 10 defense, but the kid was really good at Ole Miss, and I just fully believe he's going to be a stud. And they have Dan Quinn, who is already, as a head coach, who's already more defensive-minded. And it's not like their defense is bad. The only thing that kind of worries me a little bit is they lost Jeremy Chin, and he was a really solid safety for them. But other than that, they have too much potential star power for the offensive side of the ball. Jaden Daniels, Brian Robinson, they still have Zach Ertz, Terry McLaurin, and Deebo Samuel. Now, Deebo Samuel does have some hamstring issues, but he's still somewhat young, a lot younger than what people think. He is 29 or 30, so he's still at least got 3 more solid years if his hamstrings can actually stay healthy. So, Commanders easily can become top 10 offense. Top 10 defense will be more challenging, but they can definitely do it. I just scares me a little bit they lost Jeremy Chin, but I still think it's very possible. The third hot take of the 2025 NFL season is I think Mike Vrabel will win Coach of the Year. Again, he's already won head coach as a Tennessee Titan head coach, and I think the Patriots are going to take a big step in the right direction. Drake May, it's his time to shine. There were quality signings all around the team, like Stephon Diggs, Robert Spillane, and Milton Williams. And let's not also forget, they had a pretty good draft. Jared Wilson in the 4th or 5th round, I believe, the center from Georgia. very good pick. Will Campbell, he is going to be an absolute stud. I don't care what anyone says. I know offensive tackles normally take a little bit to develop, kind of like quarterbacks. They take at least a year or two to develop, but I think Will Campbell is really going to come to the game and be like a Joe Thomas. That is how much praise I am giving this kid. I truly believe he'll be that good. Now, will I'm saying he'll have a legendary career like Joe Thomas? Absolutely not. I think Joe Thomas is a top 10 offensive tackle of all time. But I'm just saying, Joe Thomas was an immediate impact for the Cleveland Browns. I think Will Campbell will kind of have that own impact. So I just think it's really possible. I see them winning a lot more games. Robert Spillane's a really underrated signing. Is a very underrated linebacker, kind of his whole career. And Milton Williams, I think he's kind of a mid-defensive tackle. Is a little bit of an overpay, but I mean, the Patriots, they had money to spend. I mean, they overpaid for Stephon Diggs a little bit too, but when you have a lot of money and not a lot of talent on your roster before the offseason, I mean, you got to overpay. So, yeah, I could definitely see the Patriots winning a lot of games. Mark Vrabel, I could see him winning another Coach of the Year award. And let's not forget they also got Trayvon Henderson, the rookie from Ohio State, and he's supposed to be a pretty flashy running back as well. The fourth hot take is I think Tyler Ward will produce over 10 receiving touchdowns. Now, I don't really know if people think that's a hot take or not, but let's go ahead and take it to the fact that I think the rookie record for receiving touchdowns is 13 or 14 by Mike Ditka. So that's only 3 or 4 off from the record. So I know when you hear 10 receiving touchdowns, it's like, oh, that's a good amount, but not a crazy amount. But let's keep in mind, normally tight ends aren't utilized as much as receivers. I mean, in some systems they are, but some systems they aren't, obviously. Now, I don't think Tyler Ward will be as good as Brock Bowers was this season. I just think this is going to come highly from they need red zone targets, and I think the Colts will be very dependent on Tyler Ward in the red zone, if I'm being honest. I mean, the guy is pretty athletic. We saw that in Penn State, and he can be pretty fast. So, obviously, I think he'll be the best red zone target for the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, best red zone threat, honestly, besides Jonathan Taylor. Obviously, Jonathan Taylor, their big bruiser running back who has had a pretty impressive career, will be their best red zone threat. But I think Tyler Ward will be the best target in the red zone. I mean, I can just really see it. Even if Anthony Richardson's playing or Daniel Jones is playing, whatever's going on in the Indianapolis Colts, I think it's going to be a lot of the situation like what happened last year with the Las Vegas Raiders, that there's not a lot of people to throw to. So obviously they're going to throw to Brock Bowers a lot. Now, Brock Bowers' numbers were a little inflated, but not a lot. Obviously, he's still a stud. And I'm not going to say Tyler Ward's going to be as good as Brock Bowers. Please don't think I'm saying he'll be that good. But I think he's going to have a pretty impressive rookie year, and I think he will be the best rookie of this draft class, or the best rookie tight end. And number 5, I got Kyren Williams, and I think he's going to lead the league in either rushing yards or rushing touchdowns. That one's kind of just a gut feeling, if I'm being honest, but I feel like the Devontae Adams signing is going to make people forget about how good Kyren Williams is, and I think they're going to just pound the rock with Kyren Williams in the red zone. I think he will lead the league in rushing yards or rushing touchdowns. He already finished in the top 5 in rushing touchdowns last season, and I just have a natural gut feeling he's going to be really good this year. He does have a tiny bit of a fumbling problem, so he's going to need to figure that one out. But there is not much of a backup there. I mean, there's Blake Corum, but oh my God, I think they only gave him like maybe 20 attempts last year. Something insulting, maybe not even that much. So they are counting on him to be basically an every down back. So obviously I can't predict injuries. If he gets injured, obviously it's not going to quite happen. But if he stays healthy, I mean, I could really see this happening for the Los Angeles Rams. And Sean McVay, he's a very good offensive genius. I mean, he's good at just about everything, but the way the guy schemes, I mean, everyone should know Sean McVay is a genius. But anyway, I could see them running the ball into the ground within the 15-yard line or more in the red zone because of Kyren Williams. And Matthew Stafford, I'm not taking a shot at him, just he's a gunslinger, and naturally with gunslingers, they have a chance of throwing more interceptions. So, honestly, it's more of a gut feeling, and on them losing Jonah Jackson this offseason wasn't that great for this prediction, but I just naturally think it's going to happen. I think Kyren Williams is due for a big year. He was pretty impressive last year, but I think he's going to take the league by storm and kind of shock people. Kind of like that year when Josh Jacobs led the league in rushing. Everyone knew Josh Jacobs was good. He was a top 5 running back, at least top 7 running back. Everyone knows Kyren Williams is a top 5, top 7 running back, but no one really sees him leading the league, and I think he's just going to take that step this upcoming year. If you guys have any hot takes down below, make sure to comment them down below, and I'll give my opinion on them, and I'll see if I agree, disagree, if they sound crazy, or if they honestly make sense, and I wish I would have came up with something like that. Go ahead and comment down below. Go ahead and give me your feedback of my hot takes. Let me know if they're stupid. Let me know if they actually make sense. Let me know if I open a new window for you guys. But anyway, that's around the end of the video. Make sure you guys go and leave a like and subscribe for more NFL content. And we also post Madden content, and Madden 26 is on the way very soon. So if you guys are interested in Madden 26 and getting all the new updates, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Turn those post notifications on so you never miss a video from us. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.